Hey, hello everybody. This is Adventure Vin at one of my favorite spots on Route 66. It's where I volunteer. Cucamonga service station in Rancho, Cucamonga, Southern California, off of Foothill Boulevard, Route 66. And I'm volunteering today. There's the KLR. I wrote it out here today. We actually had some visitors stop by. They recognized the bike from that documentary I was in when I was in the Wagon Wheel at Cuba, Missouri. It's a small documentary. I just happened to got caught on it by chance. I'll put a link in the description box if anyone's interested in the Route 66 documentary. I just have a small part in it, but it was really cool. They recognized the bike. They came in and asked about it. Said, hey, we recognize it. But I just want to give you a little bit of history. I probably do a couple of these videos, but this is what is known as the Cucamonga service station. It opened up in 1915, and that was 11 years prior to Route 66 opening up right here on Foothill Boulevard in 1926. So 1915, this opens up. In 1926, Route 66 comes into being. It changed hands a few times. It was known when it was opened up, it was known as the Cucamonga service station. And then around 1920s, Richfield becomes the oil sponsor, and then it's known as the Richfield service station. Now it's known as the historic Richfield service station. It goes into caretaker status like around 1970s. It had about three owners, and by the time the third owner passed away around 1968, 1969, the company Arco was putting together the Atlantic Oil and Richfield to form the company Arco. And that was around the same time that the third owner had passed away. So this was never known as a this was never known as a Arco station. And then it pretty much gets mothballed from 1970 to 2010. And this company here, Lamar Advertising, they end up buying the property to go ahead and put their digital sign up here. And like I said, it was mainly, it was all boarded up at the time. It was white. When it closed down, it was all white. So in 2010, the city of Rancho Cucamonga designated this as a historical site at the city level. And then the Inland Empire Association for Route 66, they ended up inquiring about it, saying, hey, how do we resurrect it? And I'll go inside and I'll show you some of the storyboard on its history. So in 2010, the city says, if you guys want to, we gave it historical significance. Lamar Advertising can't touch it, but it's not up to us. If you guys want to do something about it, get a hold of Lamar. So fortunately, Lamar donated or deeded the property to the nonprofit organization. And with that, people from the community, plumbers, electricians, carpentry worker, people that handyman, they all came together, painters, they all came together and started resurrecting and refurbishing what was left of it. Fortunately, for its history, there was enough bones of the structure to deem it all the way up to National Registry recognition, which is the same registry that the Statue of Liberty is on. One of the way that we are fundraising here is that we do sell these bricks. There's two different size bricks. People come in, and it's a pretty popular thing. They either put a name or a saying or something on it, and the bricks get put in place at the perimeter of the station, but eventually they're going to be in the back lot here, where you see these cars. So there's going to be a bigger structure back here where we're going to put all the bricks at. But for now, they're going around the perimeter of the station. There was, and I'm going to point to in a little demorama, there was a garage that was here that was built a few years later after 1915. So say around 1920s, there was a garage right where we're standing. And this little gravel area was the service pit where the cars would drive over, and then the workers would be down maybe 5-6 feet down underneath the vehicle, and this was the pit where they would work. So if you excavated that, you would take all this dirt out and it'd be a hollow pit. But there was a service garage standing at this on the cement pad at the time. This bathroom is not historic, but it's designed to be the same. That's a brand new bathroom, often noted as the cleanest upkept bathroom on Route 66. Before I go any further, one thing I did want to note that our visitors often say is they say our operation hours, the time that we are open to the public. This is a free museum. We encourage everybody, and most everybody does come by. So let me go walk up front and let you know. So the hours of operation, Thursday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you do get a chance to come by and visit us, take some time and look at some of the plaques we have on the outside. It talks about when and who saw this historically significant. Give you some history on the outside. We are considering having more days possibly in the future, but right now it's sticking to Thursday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. But there's a lot of information you can gather if we are closed that you can see from these plaques. So I just want to give you some more exterior shots. This is gravity pumps. Now these gravity pumps are replicas of what was here at one time. We do have original ones that we have in storage. A lot of the stuff we have are for the logos is all Richfield. This has been restored to about the 1920s. So, and like I said, it wasn't called Richfield when it first opened. It was Cucamonga service station. So what you're looking at is what it would have looked like in around 1925. After all the community comes together and helps resurrect it and make it look like what it is today, it opens up its doors in 2015. So let me run over that timeline. Once again, 1915 it opens up to the 1915 it opens up as a service station, mainly servicing the agricultural area of the Inland Empire. 1926, Route 66 comes into being. The next big significant day is probably around mid-1920s, when it gets the Richfield name to it. And then, unfortunately, 1968, 69, the last owner dies. It goes into caretaker status. In 2010, it gets historical significance, starts the refurbishment. 2015, it opens its doors to visitors.
Yeah, you just got to
Just
chew
chew
and
it.
chew and chew.
I play with it.
Now it's late.
I'll get you one. I have a nickel.
Now it's ABC gum.
Already been chewed. Did you see this, Sarah? This is what the money's gonna go to build.
Oh, I know. I saw that. That is cool.
Look at these cars, Levi. Aren't they awesome?
Yeah.
Levi, you want to do it? Come here. Hold on. Gotta get it.
Don't turn back. There you go.
Okay, so put that in there. Right in there. Okay, now you gotta turn the handle. There, it fell down. Now put your hand up.
Lid. And then there
Oh,
you go.
you got a
Chin
green
again.
one.
There you
I
go.
got a red one.
Matches your
Yeah, you
shirt.
got it.
There you
Orange
go.
one. Chew until you get to Mimi's house. Okay? You chew till you get to my house.
I want to go out front and take a picture.
Yeah, I do too. 'Cause I wanna put it in there.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
It's not for you? Okay. Give it to Light.
How about that's why you're all sick all the time?
Sharon, swap it here.
So this is what the attendant uniform would look like. That should look familiar to some people. This is more historical documentations, advertising. There was a family in here, so pretty much I didn't have to say anything anyways because the pictures were speaking for me. So this back portion is what would be what we have as far as the museum artifacts go right now. We have much, much more that we are planning to incorporate once we have this up back with the rear structure rebuilt, which is, let me see, Tom gave me a good idea to open this up so I don't get the glare. So there's the service station that is historically correct, 1915. There's a little bathroom we added. And then the back, that back garage area, it was still here when the refurbishment started. Unfortunately, there wasn't a left of it to salvage, to build upon, so it was just taken down all the way. A company called Burtech volunteered disposal of it, whatever remains was, and even some of the stuff that had to get rid of the front station itself. But the bricks, all the donations, everything else that we get that goes above and beyond keeping the lights on, is going to fund that, in which we're going to have a really nice museum. It's not going to be historically noted, but it will And a lot of the artifacts, it'll be our main museum, where this will just convert to the whole gift shop area, and it will be like walking back in time. So if you're traveling through, Route 66 enthusiast, just try as best you can to incorporate your visit on those days of operation that I had mentioned earlier. Ask questions. I'm here. Me and Tom are always generally on the same shift, and it's generally like the last 2 Sundays of the month. But anyone who might be here when you walk in on those days would be happy to share information and answer any questions that you might have. So thanks again for checking us out. I know I do quite a few when I'm here, but coming back from my trip from New Mexico, it's the only other video I've done, and I'd like to get this out to the Route 66 community. That once again, if you're in the area, come pay us a visit, and hope that say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
So this is Tom, and he's the guy that if you have any questions about cars, Tom can answer any car, any question, mechanic, anything else. I can't, but I can tell you all about Route 66 and some other things. But yeah, we get to work together and have a lot of fun. I didn't mention it earlier, but yeah, Tom and I have seen visitors from every continent except for Antarctica. Yes, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia. Yep, Australia too. And then we get our daily car show out front. And there's not a day that we've ever worked here that we didn't see something unique, odd, or even scary at times right outside our door. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, look in the description box for that one documentary I mentioned. That when I was in Cuba, Missouri. I believe you can see it on Amazon Prime, possibly. And I forgot the name of the title, but just look in the information box, you'll get it there. All right, take care, everybody. Like I said, get out there, whatever your passion is. No better time than the present, and enjoy. And with that, I will say we are closed.